Hello guys, GT Husky here with another ATS video. Today I'm a little disappointed because I was gonna show you guys a new mod. It was the Peterbilt 387, which some of you might be familiar with, some others maybe not. The mod is looking pretty good. Unfortunately, when I install the mod, well, it makes the whole Peterbilt dealership disappear. So yeah, if you don't have Peterbilt dealership, well, you can't buy it. So instead, well, I decided to revisit another one of my favorite mods for you guys. It's another classic truck. It's the Peterbilt 351, and we'll be taking a look at this truck. You know, check all the features and engines, transmissions, and whatnot. And then I'm gonna make another video, another actual gameplay video, with the trip and everything. So yeah, here we go. Let's go check it out. Peterbilt 351 has been in the game for quite a while. Back in the Euro Truck Simulator 2 days, it's seen various versions. Some of them a bit glitchy. They kind of patched, the mod here and there. It worked well. Recently, Peterbilt made new sounds for it, so it's been updated as well. Let's see what else. For ATS, this truck was released not long after the game was actually released, so it's been there for a while too. It's been optimized. It's still working with the current version of American Truck Simulator, which is great. I would really hate to lose this truck. So I mean, look at it, it's gorgeous. I love this truck. Okay, so let's check the options. For cabins, well, we only got one, but here's the trick. This truck does have an added sleeper, and I'm gonna tell you how to find it in case that you'd have this mod, and you're wondering how to get the sleeper. And also there's a headache rack on the back, that rack thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they call it headache rack. I'm gonna tell you how to check those. Okay, as for chassis, we have the regular. We have the 359A. I'm not sure. Oh, that what does is changes the interior. I don't remember that. I think it does this just so you can see the correct interior from the outside, because you can change the interior on the regular interior options. We got the 351B, which is a single axle. It looks pretty cool actually. And we got that same one with the different interior. We're gonna go with the regular one. Let's go for the engines, and here's the fun part: the engines. With the engines, we got a lot to choose from actually. We got a couple of Detroit diesel engines. We got the 6V92TA. It's an old two-stroke V6 Detroit diesel engine. We got various versions of that engine. 250 horsepower, 270, all the way to 500 horsepower. These are all Peterbilt sounds as well. For that, we got a Caterpillar 3406. I haven't really tried that engine. Not sure if it's the new sounds. I think it's the old Caterpillar sounds, but it's good to have this one too. A lot of people like Caterpillar. I'm beginning to like Caterpillar too. I'm more of a Cummins guy, but yeah, cats are awesome actually. And here's for me pretty much the best engine for this truck. It's the Cummins 275. This is an old inline 6 engine with a supercharger. This engine was very common in this truck back in the days, and actually if you search on YouTube for videos of the Peterbilt 351, you will find them with the Cummins 275. They call it the Iron Lung. Very characteristic engine sound. It has that clanging metallic sound. I love it. And Peterbilt has made two versions. He had the old version, which was very accurate. Love that sound, and he updated the version. He made it even better. So yeah, you've heard it, and you're gonna hear it again on the trip video. We got an 8V92 T8. This is this is a separate mod, the 8V92. This also made by Koreachiban very recently. It was made for this truck. The sound can also be found on the Scott A2HD. I think I got the name right. Yeah, this is also a 2-stroke V8 Detroit diesel engine with a flat crank. Gives it that characteristic sound too. What else do we have here? Yeah, various versions of the Cummins 275. We got a 250 horsepower. We got a 480 horsepower. And yeah, that's it basically with the Cummins. I'm going with the 250 horsepower just because, again, it's an old truck, and I like the the truck feels slow and difficult to drive. That doesn't mean it's weak. This thing can really pull, actually, and it does pull a lot better here in American Truck Simulator than it did back in ETS2. Actually, it has plenty of torque, 1,000 Newton meters. Not sure what Newton meters is, but I'm more, I'm used to the metric system. So I guess it's like 900 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere around that. Not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, for the 8V92, we got a couple of versions: 335 horsepower, 435 horsepower, and 500 horsepower, which is good if you would, if you like powerful engines. That's fine. So transmissions, we got a Spicer 6.8 PSO. Okay, so this wait, let's scroll all the way up. Yeah, Spicer. I guess this transmission is basically a 6-speed automatic. I'm not sure if you will find that transmission in an old truck. I don't think so. These trucks are very old, very rustic. They have very different technology. Actually, I noticed that most of these trucks, they don't even have a splitter or range switch. They actually have a secondary gear shifter. So you have 2 gear levers. Basically, not sure what they do out there. If some of you guys are real truckers, more about these things. I believe that one of those levers controls the splitter or the range, and in some cases it also controls the rear end of the truck, the differential, which also has different gear selections, which is, I believe it's called the Brownie. So yeah, I honestly wouldn't know how to even move a truck like that. I mean, in theory, I know how to drive a truck, with the range and the splitter. Haven't done it in real life because I know it's not like in a car. But yeah, an old truck, no way, I wouldn't be able to move it. I mean, these guys are heroes if they know how to drive these trucks, with 2 hands. 2 hands on the shifters and trying to keep their hand in the steering wheel. It's just crazy. Anyway, so yeah, we got the same 6-speed automatic with retarder, I guess. It's an R for retarder, I guess. We got the Spicer 10-speed with retarder. I'm going with that transmission, by the way. I like the 10 speeds in all trucks, kind of makes them even more challenging to drive. Less gears. We got the same one with retarder. We got I'm not sure what this is. It's a 14-speed. I've never really seen a 14-speed in the game. I never tried it. I'm not sure if the gear pattern will be correct. So maybe someday I will give it a try. And we got, of course, the Spicer 18-speed, which is your regular range and split 18 gear transmission. So moving on, we're going to the interior. Here we got the classic, and see, there it is. We got 2 gear shifters, basically. One for the gears, the other one, I guess it's for the Brownie, the rear end. Not sure, but yeah, just looking at that, it's just terrifying. Okay, so yeah, we got this interior, which is pretty cool. I mean, it says Peterbilt 351. It's so very well detailed. I've never used this interior before, mainly because of the shifters. I'm trying to imagine I'm driving the truck, and if I see the 2 shifters and I'm using my G27, it does not feel realistic. So we got the Classic Peterbilt interior. This is actually called a Corvette interior. I've seen it in the internet, you know, in forums. That's how they call it. Not sure why. It doesn't really look like a Corvette interior, but hey, you know, that's how they call it. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so here's what I told you at the beginning. To get the sleeper and to get the headache rack, you have to go through these interior selections, and it's really hard to see because you can't really exit the interior, but you can look at them from the rear view mirror. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got the Corvette interior with the headache rack. See, there it is. You can actually see it here. We got the Corvette interior with the sleeper. There we go. Now there we got the sleeper. And you know what? Let me try and exit, see if we can... Yeah, see? There it is. Now you got the sleeper. It's kind of weird because, you know, the frame is really short. I wish it would be like a little longer. But yeah, we're gonna go with the single one. So yeah, same thing with the classic interior, you know, with the two shifters. You got the regular one, you know, the headache rack, and the sleeper. So we're gonna go with the regular classic Corvette interior. Paint options. Paint options. Now, here's the interesting thing. In one of these versions of Peterbilt, because there's two versions, I'm gonna link you to the one that I have, which it's also very old, but here's where it changes. In the paint, there's one version where you can't really change the paint color, and people are kind of like, it doesn't have, you know, paint options and whatnot, but there's a trick to doing so, and it's going to the custom metallic, which is the only one that it will change. Now this version that I have, which is pretty much the same, I guess it's just a patch for the paint, you can change the paint freely. So yeah, you got just your basic colors, you know, dark scarlet, celestial blue, deep basalt, emerald green, and whatnot. Peterbilt, which is really cool. I love that red color. And you got your custom metallic and custom colors. We're gonna go with that dark burnt brown, I guess. Accessories. Again, this truck is working for the latest patch, so even if you see the old Peterbilt 351 wheels here, you can change them to you know, the new wheel system that lets you select, you know, 3 separate parts. So let's look at the other options first. We got the grille. This, I believe, is I'm not sure what it is. I think it's to keep the engine warm during really harsh winters. You know, these diesels, especially if it's an old diesel, even with the glow plugs, it's not gonna warm up enough. And if you don't have a warm diesel, it's just not gonna start. So yeah, pretty cool addition. I mean, it looks pretty rough. I like it. What else? We got the bumpers. We got the with the bumper guides. It's pretty cool. It's been a long time since I haven't seen these options. We got the old bull bar, which looks pretty cool. It's rusted and it's pretty awesome. We got a regular bumper, and we got a bigger bumper, you know, square bumper, which also looks pretty nice. We're gonna go with the regular one. We're just checking. We're just testing right now. So, what else we got here? We got side mirrors, very helpful, left and right. We don't need to check the other one, but we'll do anyway. See? Yep, pretty useful. What else do we have? All of those dots I'm seeing here, those are probably in the interior, so we're gonna check them once we get to the interior. On the roof, we got just your regular screamer horn and fog lights, and that's basically it. Same here. What we have here is a air conditioning unit, very common in these old trucks. We got a chrome one and a regular one, and that's it. I mean, if you like that thing up in the roof, it's fine. Me, I think it burns a little bit, you know, the shape of the truck, so I like it flat. What else do we have here? Chrome mirrors. There's really no option other than chrome mirrors. We got inside. We got the let's finish checking out the other options. Let's see. Oh yeah, We got the smokestacks. Pretty weird because the selection button is actually in the interior. But anyway, yeah, we got your regular, you know, thin stacks. We got the pointy stacks. Not sure how to read this, so I'm just gonna make up the names. So you got the pointy stacks, and you got the these are kind of cool. They go with the bull bar because if you can see here, the mesh is kind of like old and it has that very nice patina. I really like it. And these are pretty much rusted. Yeah, they look cool. They look pretty cool. We're gonna go with the regular, with these, the pointy ones. I like the pointy ones. What else? We got fenders, which don't really add that much. Just like a little mud flap on the top of the fender. Yeah. So wheels and tires. You got the regular Peterbilt wheels, although if you do that, you do have to select the Peterbilt 351 tire because these are really big. Not really a fan of these wheels, so we're gonna go just to check. You know, we're gonna select a different kind of wheel, and yeah, we got to go with a different tire here. Just a regular dynamics. What else here? Let's change these. Really not much to see here, since we already know the options. But we're gonna change it just so it looks correct. There we go. So, interesting thing here. Let me just standard hub. Okay, there we go. So yeah, not much to show with the wheels and tires since we got the same options, you know, from the patch and the DLC pack. These wheels, the 4 holes, as I said with the Scott video, these are a separate mod. I already left the link. I will leave the link again, just for if you guys, it's the first time you see it, you can download them. They look pretty cool on old trucks. So yeah, let's go to the interior. We got a couple of options here. These out here, I believe they're the front mirrors, so we're not gonna mess with them. This is the bumper. Over here, we got this. I am not sure why would you have that thing there. I guess it's to yell at your passenger or something. I don't know. Truckers out there, again, help. Yeah. Nope. We're gonna get rid of that. Over here we got a pretty cool radio. I'm not sure why you would have 2 radios, like one over here and one over here. I guess this is your personal, you know, radio, you know, to, I don't know. And this one could be like the company radio or whatnot, you know, so you can talk to other people and something. Anyway, we got the first aid bag, first aid kit. Yep. Yeah, it's good to have a first aid kit just in case you get hurt. And ETS2, it was interesting because you had a little bit more options in the interior. You got you could put like a bag over here in the middle, and you also had a shotgun on the seat. So you can no longer select those, which is cool, I guess. Yeah. Not really miss those. Hey, the gun looked cool. The bag in the middle looked pretty cool. You can also select a cooler, and I believe it was adapted from the accessories DLC. So anyway, yeah, not much to see on the Peterbilt 351. It's really just, you know, the joy of looking at an old, beautiful truck, you know, and feeling what an old truck, you know, feels like to drive. Yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for the actual drive. I'll be driving this thing in a while. I know I've made a lot of videos with the 351, but I just love this truck, and it would be nice to have another video, an updated video. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll leave the links on the description if you guys are interested in this truck. Thank you for watching. GT Husky saying goodbye.